Welcome, everybody, to another night of Lorefell. We have a
Hello, everyone.
couple of new players today. Super happy to have everyone here. John, Solo Girl. I did it twice in a row. I am so sorry. Baby Blue, Depressomancy, and Nevi. And myself, your humble lore master. We are going through our West Marches style Burhallow adventure, introducing our new characters. So happy to have everybody here today. Any questions before we get going? Anybody? Anything anybody wants to say?
So
Just
you
happy
went
to
ahead.
be here.
Yeah.
I
You
love
went
it.
ahead and added the lore bound to my page already?
I did, yeah. So if you go to
Fancy.
your character sheet, doo-doo-doo-doo-doo,
Lore bound.
under lore bounds, it is right here. Happy little gooey guy. Alkagoo.
The Alkagoo.
The Alkagoo.
Do
I'm
they
gonna
have
throw
evolutions like a Pokemon?
they do. Our lore bounds do,
Yeah.
100%. Zach, happy to have you here, sir. Thanks for joining us. Get ready for some fun rabbity times over here. Before we begin, I'm going to go ahead and throw in the link to the Fate Well. Everybody but the players should look at this so we can see what kind of mischief the lore master is going to weave tonight in our story. Tofu, happy to have you here. I feel like singing that, but I'm not going to put you guys through that. So we're just going to close that. Thanks, Tofu. Okay.
I love how Tofu is just literally everywhere at every time.
Everywhere.
See, tofu is what we call an anchor entity.
That's right.
Without them, the universe can't exist.
100% ties us across all of our streams everywhere. Okay. So in our last adventure, when you guys were here, we had a few of our fell who are no longer here. Krathor and Echo, you wake up to see Phil, and I already forgot her name. Aubrey, please forgive me. Olivia. As you are resting, they instantly dissipate as the ground rumbles beneath you, and you can feel the echo churn, which I'm not really positive if I explained that last time or not, rumbles below. And in their place, you see a female rabbit hunter, Harfolk hunter, a Virath male, and let's see if I can find Mazel, and a Mazel.
A muzzle.
Oh,
So
yeah.
people are just going to be popping in and out of this. I'm not sure how I feel.
Fair enough. So this is how what you see. So how else do you guys react? I guess you say that. Do you guys address each other in any which way?
It sounds like we have some new guests here. Who are you?
Please don't eat them like you did the bugs.
Oh, no. I only eat bugs. It's a healthy, balanced diet.
Oh my.
Okay.
Earthworm a day keeps the doctor away.
Love it. As the voices begin to rumble down in the basement, Crumble pops his head down and opens up the I always do this secret passage. And he looks down at you and he says, "Are they gone? Did you kill all the root skitters?" Oh, wait a minute. And he looks around. You aren't the fell that were here before.
Yes, it seems they changed places. And we've killed your little bugs.
Oh,
Now, stop keeping us in this hole.
Crumble hears the sound of your voice and as it rumbles with the ground beneath you, and his ears twitch and he puts on a scowl and he says, yes, let me just 1 second. And he hops over and he gets down and he checks out this machinery over here. And he says, oh, good. The pickle vault is in one piece. Oh, thank goodness. All right, everyone upstairs. Come with me. Follow me.
Wait, the what? The
Did
what
you say
vault?
Pickle vault.
The pickle vault, yes. That's how I make my pickles. Do you see the cucumbers here?
Oh.
Oh,
Interesting.
are they good pickles?
I'd hope so. Feel free to help yourself to some. And then he looks over at the barrel that Krathor threw last time with the shattered pieces on the ground. And he goes, oh, you destroyed my best batch.
Oh, no.
That was those foul bugs. Anyways,
All right, come along. Okay. Everybody follows, even the new confused folk.
Yay.
Okay.
Yeah. Are we supposed to
Yeah.
be in the session as of right now on Quest?
Oh, yes, you can join the session in Quest Portal. And that way you can move yourself, no problem. I'm happy to move you as well. Just throwing that out there.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Everybody goes up. Okay. You emerge into another world because last time it took entire 2 hours for us to just stay in the basement. So,
I might go back in the basement. It's rather bright out here.
too bright.
Eee. Too much sun.
Let's see. And a muzzle.
I am
Okay.
assuming my character doesn't have any compunctions about avoiding sunlight, right?
Yeah, I wouldn't think so. No, you'd be okay.
Okay.
But speaking of, let's real quick have you newcomers, Mazel, is it Usagi?
Usagi.
Usagi, and Valen. Let's have you
Yep.
all roll a memory check. So let me explain how this works since you two are new. On your character sheet, you have a skill called memory. And this works very similar to Dungeons and Dragons in the sense that you simply roll a d6 dice, because that's what we use, and add your skill roll to it. And I roll against you.
Okay.
So go ahead and roll and let me know what you get.
Okay, I guess there's nothing there. So
Yeah, I have not a point in memory.
That's okay. That is okay. It simply boosts your roll.
Oh, okay.
you said a D6, right?
Correct. This game is entirely based on D6, so I apologize for all the beautiful polyhedral dice out there. You're also welcome to use a D12 and divide by 2.
I got a 6.
Perfect. Okay, so you're the first one of the night. Those of us who played before know this, but solo Supergirl, when you get a D6, your luck increases, which I track for you, and you get to automatically increase your skill by 1, the one that you rolled, which is memory. So you're very good at remembering things.
A 6 is also called a fell mark for
A
the
fell
future.
mark. Correct.
And a 1 is called a fell strike, which means you pretty much automatically fail.
So you can come in here and increase your memory by 1. Go ahead and click that, and it'll automatically increase for you.
Okay.
And then Valen.
I rolled the 2.
Okay, that's good to know. And
I also rolled a 2.
okay, perfect. So the only one that knows or remembers anything is Usagi. So I apologize if I get it wrong.
You're perfectly okay. You can it's honestly supposed to be it's a joke because it's Japanese for rabbit.
Oh, perfect. So I'm just gonna call you Japanese rabbit from now on. That's okay with me. Okay, you vaguely remember being ripped from your world, which is this world, Burhallow. You're originally from Burhallow as a Harfolk, on another city entirely, and you got thrust into the cellar, not knowing why you're here in any way, shape, or form. You remember everything about yourself. You even remember the city you're from. You just aren't sure why you're here. So throwing that out there, do with that what you will. Valen and Mazel, you have no idea where you came from or why you're here.
Oh, cool.
Real quick, Nate, you got the wrong token.
Oh.
Who was I supposed to grab?
I
Echo
think
Wait.
it was me.
I'm sorry, Echo.
Yes, I
Echo
turned into
stop.
a rabbit.
That's on me. That's 100% on me. Okay,
No, big ears. We get mistaken easily.
it is rabbits, bats. They both hear well. Okay,
I mean, I honestly thought it was a pig, so
Wow. Rude. Rude.
wah wah.
I'm a hog-nosed yellow bat.
so a pig bat. So I was half right.
Hog nose. Wow. Okay. Crumble hops over to you as you all come out of the light, into the light, out of the basement into the light, and he says, "Welcome to Thimblehill. It looks very Shire-like. Homes built right into mountains. There's mushrooms that are shaped like bells, wind chimes carved from root bone and acorn metal, and smoke puffing from sideways chimneys." Let's do a quick observation roll. Everyone, go ahead and roll observation.
Ooh.
Okay.
If you have any, you can add it. If not, you do not need to.
Maybe 6.
I
got a fell strike.
Or
Oh.
Uh-oh.
I have the box checked, so I don't know if that means it's a 1 or
That's a
what.
1. Yeah, that's a 1.
Okay,
So
so then
you
I
can have a
a
total
4.
of 5. Okay, perfect.
I got a 4.
Okay,
I got a 3.
perfect. And Nevi?
I got a 5.
Okay, so the only one who is too distracted by the bright, bright light is Krathor. The rest
I
of
don't
you,
like it out here.
it feels
I
too
agree.
bright. The rest of you can tell that the booming beneath the ground feels off. You look around and you can see the villagers setting up for a festival. There's a bunch of Harfolk dancer females over here around like a maypole tree, but their dancing seems off, as if the beat's not quite right, and they're very frustrated. To your north, you sense a blacksmith working on the barn or a couple of anvils. Down below, you can see a bard that is playing supposedly by a pool, and very far in the below here, you see a sad child who's looking over the cliffside. So that's what you see. This old lady starts to waddle up towards you, pushes Crumble aside, and says, "Move, Crumble." And she looks at you all. She gives you kind of the stink eye. She looks you up and down. Crumble says, "This is Elder Gracha." And she turns to him and says, "Mind your business, Crumble." And she says, "Fell do not just fall through tunnel mouths unless the echo churn wants them to. And the last time it wanted anything, we buried half the warren in salted cake. I don't trust you. I don't like you." And then she like spits on the ground and waddles off.
This one blames us for the weakness of her kin.
That was. She seems lovely.
Crumble says, "Yes, I know. I apologize. She's stressed. We're trying to set up for the festival, but something's wrong and she will not tell me what it is. I was hoping that you would be able to wring it out of her, being Fell. She's not wrong. You Fell folk come randomly all the time, and it always happens when something terrible is going on. So you're here for a reason."
Is it normally right next to your pickle machine?
No, unfortunately, this was a one-off, and I hope it stays that way. Next time I will be putting up a sign, "No Fell allowed." But you're
Yeah.
welcome, of course.
Well, if it's simple information we need from her, and Krathor will conjure his dagger into his hand.
Crumble goes, "No, no, no, no," and he puts his hands up. "Please don't." The better option may be to get on her good side. Maybe go around the village, set up for the festival. I'd assume that if you do that, she may be willing to speak. He eyes your
Hmm.
dagger.
Perhaps we silence the crying one then.
I do hear some crying.
Okay, so do you two want to go down to the child?
I'll head towards the crying child.
Okay.
Dagger no longer out.
Okay, sounds good. Okay, you guys go ahead and head down there. The rest of you, what would you like to do? You can go along. You can do your own thing.
Usagi's gonna go down to the dancers.
Okay, sounds good. Mazel and Valen.
Valen is going to go talk to the bard by the pool.
Okay, perfect. And Mazel,
I'll help out in the north, I suppose.
the blacksmith. Okay. Well, let's start with the child because that seems fun.
Ugh,
Okay.
let it a child.
As you head down to the south, you see the poor rabbit child leaning over the cliffside, weeping uncontrollably. What would you like to do?
Krathor was going to hunch down real low next to his face. Why do you leak, little one?
Go ahead and roll a speechcraft for me.
I am surprisingly mediocre at that.
Did you just ask him why he's leaking?
Indeed. Okay. Nope, don't roll 2. Just roll 1. I rolled a 5.
Okay, perfect. You happen to have a very, deep and scary personality, but the child looks at you and he's just so distracted he doesn't bother being afraid, and he says, "My resonance stone," and he points down below the cliff. It fell and I can't get it back.
No.
Do I see the resonance stone?
Roll a inspection since you're looking for something specific instead of a wide observation.
Now I forget. I have 3 marks in inspection. That doesn't do anything until I'm at 5, right?
No, it does. So anytime you roll, you can add those to it. But once you get to 5 and then get another one, so a total of 6, it will turn into a mastery. All 5 of those skills go away, and you get a talent in that skill.
Okay. So then that is a 7 total.
Beautiful. Did you get a fell mark? Oh, no, I guess you have +3. So that's perfect.
Yeah.
So you glance over, and you can instantly see it right down there at the very bottom. It looks like a smooth polished stone with a spiral on it.
Can I have my Calm March just fly down and grab it?
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. I didn't bring him out, so I apologize there. But we're not going to do battle in this village, so I'm just going to say he's down there. He flies on down, grabs it, and goes, "Caw-caw!" Do you want him to drop it into the child's hand or into your hand?
Into my hand.
Okay. He does so, and then he lands on your shoulder. The child looks up, and he kind of wipes his tears away, and he says, "You found it."
Yes, I don't feel like you tried very hard.
Well, it's hard for him to fly down there without any wings now, isn't it? I kind of like flutter my little bat wings.
Would I be familiar with what a resonance stone is?
Roll a memory.
A memory? Fantastic. I have nothing.
Same.
That would be a 3.
Okay. You, for some reason, remember that the resonance stone is the way that the Harfolk connect to the echo churn beneath the ground. It's they create it upon, small childhood as a small child, and then they keep it with them forever.
Okay.
It's almost a spiritual type stone for them.
Mm.
He's probably afraid his mother's going to yell at him for losing it.
I'll crouch back down to him and place the resonance stone in front of him. If this is so important, you probably shouldn't lose it so easily.
He whimpers a little bit and grabs it and says, "Thank you." And then he pulls something out of his pocket and says, "I'll try harder." And he hands it to you. Do you take what he's handing over? It's closed in his hand, so you can't see it.
Yeah, I'll kind of like reach down over and like pinch whatever's in his hand and pull it up.
Okay. You see a small whistle called a churn whistle. So you can go ahead and add that to your inventory. He says, "This is my favorite toy. I hope you enjoy it." And then he just hops off and goes home.
I don't think these people understand what importance and favorites are. You don't just give these things away.
So you can use that once a day.
This should be given to the one who fells him in battle,
Oh,
not
God.
to some stranger.
I'm more worried about the fact that it's used.
Got the COVID all over it. You can use this once a day to generate an extremely loud sound.
Okay, neat.
Horrible.
Well done, you two. Okay, let's move on over here to the Japanese rabbit. So, Usagi, you approach the Harfolk females in the dance circle. They look like they're trying so hard, bless their souls, to do a perfect in-sync dance, but something, presumably the echo churn stone beneath the ground, is causing them to just not get the beat right. So as you approach, this Harfolk dancer looks at you and goes, "Oh, are you here for the dance?" Being a Harfolk yourself, they're not surprised.
No, I was just kind of traveling along, and I was just somehow thrown here, and I just came to observe at this point. You guys really seem to be struggling with this. I've never seen anybody struggle so much to get this dance right.
Oh, I love it. And I just realized that you getting a perfect memory roll, having been from this world, just works out so well. You know exactly what's going on here. She goes, "Yes, unfortunately, we're usually pretty good at this, but this morning we woke up and the world just seems off. I can't put my finger on it. The pulse is just wrong." Do you have any ideas? Have you ever encountered this before in your festivals?
Not that I can recall, but I mean, this is the first I've actually even heard of it. So I've honestly never really seen anybody struggle with these dances besides when they were very young. So I'm kind of surprised that you guys are struggling so much. What is your issue? Like, you're saying that there's something wrong. Are you sure it's just not something wrong with you guys?
That's wonderful. Let's go ahead and have you roll a speechcraft.
Just do better.
Why do you suck so much?
Have you tried not being terrible?
Okay, roll that speechcraft. Let me know what you get.
Okay, it is a 5.
Perfect. Okay. She looks a little. She stops dancing and looks a little ashamed and like rubs her foot against the ground. And she says, "I'm sorry. I'll try fast. I'll try better. Do you have any tips? You seem like you're a good dancer."
He kind of like stands there for a moment and just like looks at her and then looks at the group. Maybe you guys on the fifth beat try going left instead of right.
Beautiful, beautiful. Okay. She says, "Would you mind showing us? Maybe that'll help." They all stop and look at you.
There's some slight regrets with this.
If you'd like to try, go ahead and roll a balance roll to see how well you are at good you are at dancing.
Okay.
I'm sorry to put you through this.
Fine.
We're not. Do it.
We're not.
Dance. Dance, rabbit, dance.
Dance, little bunny, dance.
A 2.
Oh no. Okay. So you start to do a little jig and you almost get it right, but last second you slip on a stone and just kind of tumble a little bit. You pick yourself off again, and they're all looking at you like, "Oh, I see." And they all stand up and try to do the same thing, including the tumble at the end. But the music still isn't quite right, so they're having a hard time of it still.
Well, this one was slightly better, but I can see what you ladies are talking about. There does seem to be some kind of issue. The rhythm is like, there is something off about this, but I just keep practicing. You should be able to get this.
Oh, I love it. Okay, cool. Let's move on down here. I had to throw that up, Tofu. That was too good. Okay. So, Valen, you find yourself coming down to the pond, and you see this bard sitting here. He's holding an old-timey lute, medieval instrument, for those of you who don't know. I'm sure most of you do. And he's not playing it. He's holding it. He's holding it in front of him, and it's playing itself. It's playing itself. And same thing's going on, where it sounds like the music isn't quite right. Like it's missing a note here and there. The beat's off. And he looks at you walking up, and he goes, "Oh, a friend. Who? Forgive me. What are you?"
A friend. We'll leave it at that.
Oh, okay. He says, "Apologies. I'm a little distracted at the moment." And he's like stares at his lute.
It does sound a little discordant, doesn't it?
It does. That's a very important word. So well done. In Lorefell. He says, "Yes, I'm not sure what to make of it. I was trying to practice for the festival tonight, and wouldn't you know it, it started playing itself."
I take it that's not normal.
Absolutely. It keeps playing songs about broken-hearted relationships, and I've never been in one, so I don't know why it's doing that.
You're seemingly a performer, maybe a storyteller.
Mm-hmm.
I'm new here. Could you maybe regale me with a story of your people?
Sure. Let me just set this down. He puts the lute over here on the blanket, slightly hoping it falls in the water at this point. And he says, "Absolutely. So, once upon a time, there was a young rabbit by the name of Philbog, and he was a professional merchant of sorts. This is a very important story in my culture, just so you are aware. He once made a deal with a massive ancient Drakelith. Do you know what a Drakelith is, my friend?"
Would he?
Roll a memory.
I mean, Mazel has one, so he probably.
Oh,
seen that
do
one.
you? Okay. But he doesn't, he's only known you for like 5 seconds.
It's true. So he's probably seen one, but he doesn't know what it is.
This is true.
Yeah.
Yeah, so go ahead and roll a memory. Let's see what you know.
That's a 6.
Perfect. So you got a fell mark. Okay, so go ahead and increase your memory by 1. Well, apparently that's the one that everybody needs to roll tonight.
Doesn't remember how he got here or where he's from, but he definitely remembers what this weird mythical creature is.
That's right. That's right. Apparently you've seen one in a past life.
It's kind
Apparently.
of funny because that's a Drakelith kind of sees the past and future.
It's true. It does. So you instantly know that a Drakelith is a specific kind of dragon known as a luck dragon. They can't see in the general sense. They have an eye on their tongue and 2 in their chest that opens up, and each of them allows the Drakelith to see the past, present, and future. So they're mythical
That's neat.
creatures. Very unique. So yes, he says, do you know what they are?
Yeah, they're creatures that can see the past, present, and future.
He does a little chuckle, a little rabbit laugh, and he goes, yes, that is true. That is true. These are dragons of luck. They control the luck around us. As he says that, there's like a weird twang on the lute behind him, and he looks back all confused. Anyway, our merchant went up to the grand ancient Drakelith and begged to make a deal with him. He asked him to bless his luck for one day in exchange for a favor. And the Drakelith chuckled at him and said, my friend, your presence is a favor. And at that point, they became the best of friends, and they travel the world together today. So anytime you have good luck, you can thank the ancient Drakelith.
And going back to something when we were all here, we noticed that rumbling under the ground, feeling like it was off, right?
Mm-hmm. Correct.
Well, good to know. Can you not feel the ground pitter patter? It felt weird under my feet. Feels weird.
He looks
Do you not
down.
notice it?
He goes, that does seem strange. Let me try something. Roll an inspection for me, Valen. I want to see if you notice what he's doing.
I don't think I have anything in that.
That's okay. The only way we get better at this is by trying.
Is
That's
that
how it
a
works.
okay? So it's a wit skill. Know that now. Find it. Quick.
Inspection. Inspection is yeah, that's correct.
4.
Okay, perfect. You see him do a little pat on the ground like a dance with one foot, and his foot starts to glow as he tunes into the echo churn beneath him. And you can tell that this is a brand of magic native to this world. If you'd like, you can attempt to try it yourself.
So he reaches down and takes his shoe off because he feels like he might need to be barefoot for this to work the best.
I love it.
Because I'm assuming the bunny is not wearing any shoes.
That's
right?
correct.
Like,
That's
yeah.
correct.
So
it is very Shire-like.
He will very much reach down, slip his shoes off.
Okay.
And will mimic what Fizzle, is that his name?
Fizzle the Bard. Yeah, he never did introduce himself, but yes.
Oh, okay. He will mimic the rabbit.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a echo churning roll. It's the brand of magic of this world.
Is that adding in any arcane or mysticism or just
not
straight?
At all? This is the brand of magic that you're tapping into for the first time today.
5?
Cool. So you successfully do it. For the next dice roll that you get, you automatically can increase that by 1 as a result. And so if you get a 4, it becomes a 5.
5. Okay, cool.
That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go ahead and throw this over here for you because you also unlocked, wrong thing, the brand of magic itself. So here's Valen. Let's go over to your skills. So the way that this works, just so you're aware, in Lorefell, there are 36 worlds at the moment. Each of them has their own brand of magic. And anytime that you successfully unlock a brand of magic, it becomes yours to use.
Oh, that's so neat.
Nice.
So you could travel from world to world. But
this is just so nifty. I like it.
I love it. I love it. So
I like your funny words, Magic Man.
You unlock it. You don't have any skills in it yet, but
Okay.
I'm going to go ahead and go to the talents. This is an automatic base talent you get as an unlock, which is Resound, and that's what you just did accidentally. So you can use that at any time. In battle, it takes 2 actions, though, just so you're aware. Okay. So you succeed with him, and you both are in beat with the echo churn below. And as you do that, you can hear the lute start to play correctly as you are channeling the magic towards it. And then it just stops entirely. And Frizzle looks at you and looks at it, and he goes, "We did it!" As all becomes right in this area when it comes to the echo churn. The beat is back on.
Do you have to do that often?
He goes, well, no, usually we have a Drumseer for that, but I don't know. I haven't seen her all day, come to think of it. I wonder if that's why the beat is off. And he goes to pick up his lute. He starts to play again, and the women up here, the Harfolk, start to dance correctly.
See, I told you, ladies, you would get it. You just had to practice and just do what I told you to do.
Well done. They start to clap for you.
Yep.
Super proud.
Okay.
Well done. Well done. Frizzle says, thank you, my friend. I appreciate that.
Of course. I didn't catch your name.
Frizzle. Frizzle. And he goes to shake your hand.
Nice
says,
to meet you.
If you'll excuse me, I need to go prepare some more and practice. So I'm going to go off and do that. Thank you very much, good sir. And he bows to you and hops off. Okay.
Excitable bunch, apparently.
100%. Okay, last but not least, Mazel. Okay. Mazel, you walk up to the blacksmith. Blacksmith Barry. She's hammering on her anvil. She doesn't hear you coming. Are you sneaking toward her?
I think Mazel might have dropped.
He did drop. He must have fallen asleep. He told me that might happen. Mazel disappears from the world.
Oof.
All
Yeah,
right, so canonically he has narcolepsy.
That's correct. So
He's
nobody
toasty.
saw it. Nobody saw it, but he came up over here, huddled under the bench, and fell asleep, and then disappeared.
He's a sleepy little guy.
Oh, I love it. Okay, cool. I think that's probably good enough. So as that happens, Crumble's watching all of you with Elder Grotchka, and she like grumbles up above you. You can hear her grumbling, Usagi, and she nudges Crumble, and he says, "Hey, you!" And he points down to you. He says, "Would you mind gathering your friends and meeting us over here to the Glowkeeper's hut? Elder Grotchka would like to reveal some information. You've done well."
Sure. So Usagi just kind of like turns around and it's like, hey, you weird people that I came here with. They want to talk to us. Come over here now.
You didn't have to yell.
Okay, bring yourself on up. I love it.
Valen has not put his shoes back on. He's holding them in his hand. He has decided that the magic of this place is weird enough, and he's gonna leave his shoes off while he's here for the time being.
This seems very important.
Mhm. He just
I
likes
love
the
it.
feeling of dirt between his toes.
Who doesn't? Who doesn't? Okay. Interesting. Sorry, I'm looking at the fate well. Okay. You approach, and Elder Grotchka shrugs her shoulders and goes, "You've done well. I apologize for my behavior. I've had run-ins with the fellow in the past that have not gone well. So thank you for helping the village. I do appreciate it." She says, "Look, our Drumseer has gone missing. A very important person in our village, and I need you to get her back." And she like gestures to the Glowkeeper, who's this ancient old rabbit. She turns to you and she points a finger at you, Krathor, and she says, "You came when the beat skipped, and that is no accident. You are not intruders, you are returned."
Returned.
Returned?
So this Drumseer, their beat is what guides your little shindig that's going on here.
Crumble nods. He goes, yes, unfortunately. And he kind of sighs a little bit. The last time I think we saw her was this morning. I thought she was just off beating her drum or practicing for the festival. The Glowkeeper says, no. And she tells you that the echo churn has skipped and somebody supposedly has taken the Drumseer. The last time they saw her was near the Forgotten Burrowmouth in the north.
When she went missing, is that when the skip happened?
The Glowkeeper thinks about it and goes, I do believe so, yes. Elder Grotchka goes, so if you're willing, and she does not want to say it, she says, would you please go find our Drumseer?
It's the duty of the strong to help the weak, so we will aid.
I believe we could seek her out.
I appreciate that. Crumble goes, here, I'll lead you the way, if you don't mind. Okay. Do you guys want to go right away? Is there anything you'd like to do beforehand?
Could I... So, game question, because I know we gain armor and such whenever we
Level
put
up.
attributes in. Is there another way of like if I went to the blacksmith and traded for him to have armor?
Good question. So
Mhm.
yes, you can get the armor, and it's kind of unique how it works. You can use it for a single battle, and then it automatically like destroys itself. If you happen to have like evasive boots, for example, and you buy stalwart boots, you can imprint that on in battle onto your other boots, and it will replace what it does. So, or add to it. But
Okay, because I have those shadow meld augmentations.
oh, correct. And you don't have armor yet, is that correct?
I have not. I've unlocked boots to
Okay.
be able to wear, I believe.
Gotcha. So you could, because you have the boots, you could get a pair of boots with the ability and add it onto your boots. I still don't think you'll be able to use it though until you level them up enough to have the ability. So,
Okay.
but at that point you'll have two abilities. You'll have one, and then the one that you unlock as well. So,
Okay.
So if I have boots unlocked, I don't, because in my armor I also have boots unlocked, I believe, for my level up, but I don't think I actually have boots, right?
you don't have the effect yet, I don't believe. Let me look at your thing. Yes, you have the boots, but you have nothing else. So with you, Krathor, because you have the augmentation for that, the shadow meld in your inventory,
Mhm.
If you find a Sky Vault shard in battle, which I think you saw the first time we did that, if not, let me know. We can walk through that.
I remember because that's how I forget his character's name
Sure.
got me up from
Gem,
before I had
yeah.
to fight my death.
Correct. So if you have one of those or find one of those and then use an action, you can imprint that augmentation onto your armor and it'll be active.
Mm.
Okay, so I can't use my shadow augmentation until I get one of those, so I don't need to
Correct.
stop by the blacksmith.
No, you're fine. You're
Deal.
fine. Cool. Sorry for you two. That's a lot of information, but you'll get it once we get into battle. I promise. Okay.
I do not have an augmentation yet, should I? Is that
No, I
what
don't.
you're
I don't
saying?
think so. He
No.
found it in battle.
Yeah, I found one
Oh,
because of
fascinating.
my tremendous luck.
That's right.
Oh,
You'll unlock one if you level up your armor to level 4, I believe it is.
gotcha.
All right. Crumble says, "Should we be off?" Starts to hop.
Yes.
Okay. Moving on.
As
Go ahead.
they are walking, Valen will lean down to Crumble and be like, "The magic here is fascinating."
He says, "Yes, it is. What would you like to know about it?"
Just a brief introduction, I think, would be apt for now.
Fair enough. Did I forget anybody? No, I did not. Okay. So as you walk up towards the Forgotten Burrowmouth, he goes, "Yes, echo churning. The echo churn itself is it's core to our entire culture." He says, "The echo churn is the first sound that Burhallow had ever made, and the last it'll ever let go of. It is a massive center of our planet, and it beats consistently. And those of us who are born here can feel it. Did you say that you felt it?"
Yes, I did.
Interesting. He says, "I wonder if that's because you were brought here by it as fell. Unique, very unique. Anyways, the echo churn itself allows you to do a couple things. It allows you to manipulate luck for the most part. Various talents that you get from getting very, I want to say very good rolls, but the more you practice it, the better you get at it. Let's put it that way."
Interesting. Interesting.
Okay.
Can I
ahead.
ask something? I know that was directed to him, but I'm just taking notes.
Sure.
It was the echo churn is the first sound and the last sound that the Burhallow will make.
Correct. Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna make sure I got that right.
Perfect. And then for you guys who are in the Discord, if you go to the lore drops or to the Burhallow, there's a thread that shows you a little more about the world Burhallow profile. You can read all of this in there, just so you're aware. But for the story purposes, that's what you're being told. Okay. He leads you to the Burrowmouth. You look into it. It is a long cavernous hole, and there is glowing roots on the side as you approach it. Crumble says, "Well, good luck to you. If you need anything, I'll be out here." And he kind of like backs off a little afraid.
Oh, I'll be much cozier in here in the darkness anyway.
He says, I'm sure you will. Good luck to you. I hope you find the Drumseer." And he hops away.
I imagine like this whole time Echo's been using like her ears like a sun visor.
He takes off a piece of cloth, ties it around her head.
Yeah.
I can't
Valen
see.
just
Sun bad.
These
Valen just
half-folk
looks
have
back at.
someone.
Roll a mobility. No, I'm just kidding. Go ahead. We'll have you go first, John.
I was gonna say, Valen cocks his head to the side as he is hopping off, clearly afraid of what's ever in here, and he has his hand on his wand.
Oh, good.
I imagine there's like a holster, so he's ready to be like in the back, prepared to just snipe over someone's shoulder. Yeah,
Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. That's wonderful. We're gonna do this because I didn't do this in the other time we did this, and you've been all very kind to Crumble. So Crumble stops and he thinks about it, and he goes, "Oh yes, I'm sorry." And he turns around before you run in, and he goes, "Each of you take one of these," and he gives each of you a resonance stone, similar to what that kid had. Not quite the same, but they're meant for Fel. He says, "The Glowkeeper made these for you. She saw what you were doing. This should help you use that Echo Churn magic." So all of you now can add that to your brands under skills if you'd like.
Okay.
So just copy what's on his down here. Right here, Echo Churning, and then he also has that talent that you all get as well.
Where do I put it?
Here, I'll help you out. So it's under talents for the talent itself.
Okay.
Just throw it in there. And then under the skill, it's just Echo Churn. Churning. It's a brand of magic.
Okay.
The resound.
Yeah, resound and Echo Churning. Okay.
Resound.
Cool. So you enter the Burrowmouth as Crumble disappears into the distance. Soft spiraling, warm glow roots and an earthy scent. Smells much better than the cellar did. We'll just say that. As you're walking along, you can see the glow roots on the sides flicker in perfect intervals like metronomes. But then here and there, they stop returning as you start to go deeper and deeper, and it gets darker and darker.
May I use some shadow magic to give myself a bit of coverage from this light?
Absolutely. So for Solo Supergirl and John, you can use any skill in this game to try anything you'd like. You don't have to actually know a spell or anything. It all applies. If you're trying to do something that does damage, I might roll twice against you and take the higher roll, but you'll never know. So, okay, go ahead. Depress Romancy.
Perfect.
Roll a Shadows magic.
Just the one roll.
Thank you, everybody, for sticking with us and watching the stream. We sure appreciate you very, very much.
That'll be a total of 5 with my shadow magic.
Beautimus. Okay, so you create a barrier shield of sorts around yourself.
Would I be able to try to echolocate a little bit and see if I can scan to see if there's any threats immediately ahead?
Absolutely. Go ahead and roll an inspection. Actually, you know what? Let's do observation. That seems more area.
Okay.
And so you guys are aware there's 2 paths, one to the right and one to the left.
It's going to be a 2.
Okay. It is so rooted in here. It seems to be sucking up all the sound. Most caverns would have like some sort of echo, but this one seems very like muffled.
Gotcha.
Thanks, Zach. We love you too, man. So what will it be, left or right?
I believe Krathor is going to start heading to the left, which is down for me.
Down, correct. Yes.
That
The
was
rest of
fun.
you?
It's best to stick together in unknown areas.
agreed.
I can't seem to locate anything with my echolocation. These roots are muffling my abilities.
Oh, nuts. Usagi, would you like to follow them as well?
Yeah, she'll follow.
Just like, I guess everybody else is going this way.
Might as well. I don't know where I am, what's going on. Might as well just follow this group.
I love it. As you guys are chattering and following along, you hear yourselves. It almost sounds like the room is echoing before you actually say the words, which is very off-putting.
That's creepy.
Okay.
I don't like that.
When you get down here, Krathor, I need you to roll a quick observation.
Absolutely. Skill observation.
Zach and Kate's are over here going, "Oh, we've seen this part." they're rubbing their hands, ready to see what happens.
I'm just looking at the tokens like, oh, okay.
That'll be a 4.
Okay, perfect. As you turn this corner, Krathor, you can see a skeletal rabbit sitting in a chair.
Oh. There's dead ones.
Dead. Dead. Dead what?
Are they dead or are they dead?
I wonder how
I
many
don't-
ways that things
They
can
are
be.
skeletons, so
Mm.
In
There's
Lorethel,
some-
things can be very, very many types of dead. Sorry, go ahead.
I wonder. Oh,
are they moving or anything?
No.
It doesn't seem like they're moving.
I have some healing abilities. Do you think I should go and heal them, or do they look beyond help?
They're already dead. No need to waste magic.
Hmm.
John, would you like to do something?
Kim possible.
If Valen can get to kind of here
Mhm.
where he
That's
can
okay.
look around the corner, and I'm assuming it's the ones you said at the table, right?
Correct, yes. And as you come down, you can both see that there's actually two sets. They're
Mhm.
crouched around a table with like moldy food on it and old drinks, and they're all like in poses. And above them there's a sign right here that is etched into the wood. It says, "We danced too long and we were heard."
Oh, okay.
Time to leave.
So more so focusing on the skeletal rabbits there.
Mhm.
From where he's at, can he make like a check to determine if they're undead rabbits or just skeletons?
Yes, that sounds great. Roll a vitality magic.
Ooh.
This is the first time
Okay.
somebody's done this.
Played the wrong kind of wizard.
Gosh dang it.
Oh
What'd you get?
no. So I got a 1, but I
That's
don't
called
know
a
if it's
fell
like
strike.
now I had that +1, which makes it a 2.
Okay. Okay.
So I
cool.
don't know if it's an auto thing or not.
It depends on my roll. So generally, a fell strike would be considered an automatic fail. If I get a
Mhm.
fell strike as well, it may not be. Unfortunately, I
Mhm.
got a fell mark, which is a 6. So
Yeah.
it did
Oh.
fail. So you go to try and determine what if they're undead or dead, and you are just completely stumped. You can't tell one way or another. You don't sense any life in them.
Hmm.
We can try throwing something at them, see if they move.
Maybe I'll just say hello. Do you think that'd be rude? I
Go
mean,
for it.
if they're dead, I don't think they'd mind.
It's worth a shot. I still say we can try
Can
throwing something,
Krathor-
but if you want to
Can
say
Krathor
hi,
try and like basically ride an echo shadow?
Go ahead and let's have you roll another shadows for that.
Deal.
As Echo and Playthor go that way, he backs into the hallway.
Would be
He's like,
6.
nope. You said a 6?
Total 6.
Total 6. Okay, a dirty 6. Okay, cool. So you jump in and you're right behind her, basically.
I think I'll kind of like peek behind one of the roots and be like, "Hello, sorry to bother your tea party."
So you glance over at them. You can see that like one of them's holding like a drink mid toast, and some of their mouths are like wide open as if they were cheering at the time and then just lost and permanently frozen in a silent laugh. They do not respond to you.
Yes, I think they're just dead.
Like, yeah, they did not seem to move.
Usagi just kind of like walks up and is like, "You don't know for sure, there might just be a movement thing with them, and is there like any rocks or
Yeah,
anything
absolutely.
nearby?
Go ahead and roll an inspection.
Well, it talks about dancing. Weren't you dancing earlier?
Well, I mean, if dancing led to that, I don't think dancing right here is a good idea.
Hmm.
Okay, inspection. A 7.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, so you see a pile of pebbles right here that you could easily pick up and throw.
So then I add a thing to that, right? For inspection.
If you got a fell mark, then yes. If you got a 6 in it, absolutely. Is that what you got? Oh, perfect.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay,
Yes.
I'm increasing your luck. That's great. And so you're aware luck is what gives you treasure later after the battle.
Ooh.
Okay. All right. Then Yusagi just like picks up like a couple a handful of pebbles in her paw and just like kind of chucks them towards the skeletons.
Nice. I love it. Okay, you go to do that. Roll a precision attack. So on your sheet, let me go to you real quick. You haven't attacked anything yet. So the way this works is you roll a d6 plus your precision, which is 1. And if you were attacking an enemy, I would roll a d6 plus their evasion. But I'm not. There's nothing to evade here, so. But I want to see how well you hit.
Go down, but okay. 4.
And you were trying to hit them, correct?
Yeah, essentially like hit them or like close enough to them.
Cool. You happen to hit like the rabbit on the back of the head and its skull falls off. But it kind of like leans forward, but it doesn't move otherwise.
All right, yeah, they're dead.
We're good.
Can I go over and like loot around on the table and see what's going on?
Yeah, as you get to this point, I do want to let you know you do see a few other creepy looking rabbits in cultist robes up ahead with their backs turned.
That's
not
different.
here.
Very weird.
Absolutely, it is. You come to the table. They don't notice you, by the way. You come to the table. You can see really rotten food. The ale is still in there, but it doesn't look quite right. Definitely doesn't smell quite right. That's all there seems to be. Nothing else.
Do you think those cloaked figures up ahead had anything to do with our poor skeletal friends here?
Potentially. They're definitely dressed like they're not up to something anything
They
good.
don't look rather of the friendly variety, don't they?
Could I make an observation roll? Because their tokens look like they're people wearing Har's masks.
Mm-hmm.
Can I see if they are Har folk?
Yeah, give it a shot.
All right. It's observation. So that is a 5 plus 3, I believe. So 8.
Mm-hmm. Cool. So from where you're standing, as far as you can tell, so you can see kind of the backs of some of these guys' heads. Other ones are turned to the side where you can see their face. It does not look like they're masks.
Oh, so they're just hollow inside.
Mm.
Putting the hollow in Burhallow.
You also, because you were able to look that well, you also see a entrance or an exit, I should say, that has a root sort of harp grown from it, and it's glowing, and music, very soft music is playing. And these guys look like they're inspecting it, trying to figure it out. This is the part that, Zach, you haven't seen yet. Neither has Kate. So, spoilers.
Oh, thank you for the raid, Live and Let's Die.
Ooh, nice. Very nice. Okay. What would you like to do? They don't notice you yet.
Can I use my shadow magic to kind of blend myself to get a little bit closer?
Yeah. Roll it. We're gonna have you roll a trickery actually, because you did so good on your shadow magic earlier. It's already like innately there.
Okay.
And let's go ahead and have you roll a trickery to see if you can blend in where you're semi-hidden.
I don't believe I have any. Oh, I do have 1 in trickery. Okay.
We try to spread things out a little bit, you know.
And that would be a fell strike.
Oh no!
Oh, what?
Let's bring that luck down one for you, sir. Oh no, you didn't have any, so
He's negative.
Oh
Sorry.
no!
I actually have to give
We
you
act-
$5 after combat.
we actually we did have negative luck once upon a time, and our friend Zach here in our stream, we call him the unlucky one because he was one of the only ones to almost get to -10, and then we took negative luck away. So that's not a thing anymore. Okay, so you blend in. You can nobody can hardly see you at this point. You look like you're just rooted into the ground with your shadow magic.
Okay, I'm gonna kind of move up a little bit then.
Now I want you to roll a sneaking.
A sneaking? Okay.
Snickety snack.
Better than that.
Can
Total five.
can Usagi kind of like sneak over too, just to see if she can like listen in and see if they're
Do it.
talking?
As
Do it.
she is walking over there,
5.
well, never mind. Maybe just well, Valen is still gonna do this.
Okay.
If I'm sorry, I forgot the bat's name.
Echo. Yeah, sorry, I can write these
Echo.
down. My bad.
That's okay.
Yeah,
He's gonna kind of walk over to Echo as the two of them have walked off.
Oh, what
Would you
the-
like to make us a little?
Sorry.
It's okay. He kind of has his wand at his side. Would you like to make sure we make ourselves a little bit unseen?
How do you react?
Yes,
Echo?
sorry.
She's like, heck no.
Yeah, yes, I think that's a good idea.
I get it.
So he takes his wand and he kind of pulling on the ambient shadows cast by the roots, just kind of wraps the two of them up in it.
Perfect.
It's like
Go
a
ahead
hug.
and roll a shadows.
Okay.
Roll a
And-
shadows hug.
All right, while they're doing that, Usagi is. I assume she's good to
Mhm.
sneak over.
As far as you know, yes.
Mhm.
Valen, it's a D6 plus your shadows if you have it. If not, it's just a D6.
That would be a 3 then.
Perfect. Okay, you happen to get both of you covered in shadows.
Bravo.
Beautimous. Okay, so these guys apparently can't see any of you as you are approaching. Krathor, I need you to roll a quick observation, and Usagi, since you were both there.
Okay. Ooh, that is a fell mark for a total of, I
Ooh.
believe, 9.
Beautimous. And Usagi.
Okay. Oh no!
No, sorry.
Yeah, it's technically
That's
a
okay.
2.
Okay, so we're gonna say that the hunter rabbit, the hunter Harfolk, was creeping forward and so distracted by these creepy faces that you didn't notice, as Krathor did, the nest of eggs to the north. Very
Oh,
large eggs.
eggs.
Breakfast.
John was thinking that. Krathor might also be thinking that, actually.
Also, because you got another fell mark on that, Krathor,
Mhm.
you can tell that as these guys are trying to inspect this thing, this guy is ringing a sort of chime and instantly like muting the sound with each note, trying to keep it in rhythm. You also notice that not a single one of them has made a single sound while they've been over there.
Could I do... I feel like... Oh, actually, would it be reasonable to use the echo churning magic
Mhm.
to see if I understand that might be Drakelith eggs?
Ooh, yes, do it.
Okay.
Let's see if you can tap into the world and see if it will tell you what it is.
That'll be a total 4.
Okay. You go to tap into the echo churn using resound, your talent, which does succeed. So for you and each of your allies, you get to increase your next dice roll by 1.
Nice.
Valen, I don't think you've... Oh, no, you did just roll. So that was a 4 for you, technically. So now you have another one you can use in the next roll. Yes, from what you can tell, the echo churn is sounding back to you that these are Drakelith eggs.
It seems that we have a Drakelith nest and some sort of musical disruption from these Hars over here.
I love that you called them Hars. The Hars.
Well, their music is rather ominous sounding.
It is.
Seems almost as if they're trying to summon something, if I were
Mhm.
to guess.
They might be the ones that are causing the issues up
Very
top.
well likely
They could be messing with the rhythm.
We can shoot them. Soggy just like has an arrow ready.
Got your bow ready.
Valen
like
very
to shoot 'em?
much,
Go ahead.
very much is reactive to that and just does what I just did, which was like trying not to laugh at, at the bunny ranger right there, just like
Ready to go, man.
I mean, they're rabbit folk like you. Do you think maybe you should try to talk to them?
They don't seem like they're gonna talk. They're kind of
Well, that's,
creepy.
you can't judge a book by its cover. I've been told I'm creepy. I've been told I'm a pig before.
One thing I would suggest is if one of you can sneak over there to where you said those eggs were to protect them. They're very important to the little bunny folk here.
It's
Well,
true.
if they're valuable, I could sneak over there and guard them.
You could come this way, by the way. This is it's
Oh,
there's a
that's
wall right
path.
here. There's a wall right here, but there's a small path that you could climb up if you like.
Do you mind if I sneak over to the Drakelith
Go for it.
eggs?
Which path are you taking? This way or this
I
way?
would take this path.
Okay, let's have you roll a balance to see how well you can stay on the ledge.
Okie dokie, artichoke. Where's balance?
The story wants it. I tried really hard, guys.
Mm.
What did the story want? I'm sorry.
I got 2 fell marks against you, Echo. I apologize.
Oh, how dare you!
I was trying to like redo it as a nice lore master, but then
Well,
it got a
it's a good
second
thing
one.
I have wings.
This is true. What'd you roll?
I'm trying to find balance. Where's balance?
It should be under power.
Power. Under power?
Ray, it's true. If you want to make a character,
Oh, okay. Well, I have 0
Jump
for
in
powers.
whenever.
Let's see how this goes.
it'll be specific to the skill, not the attribute, just so you know. But if it's a 0 on the skill, then yes, it'll be. Yep, nothing in there. You're right.
Okay. Well, so it's a 6. It
You
is
got a
a 6.
Really?
Yeah.
All right. Well, then you're just fine. Let me increase your luck and increase that skill by 1.
You know, I still haven't found the skill. Where is it?
Sure.
Skill will be towards the top.
Balance right here.
Yeah.
Under power, and it's balance.
Oh, okay. I just
Yeah.
passed it a couple times. Oops.
Go ahead and check that box. You just got better at balancing. Okay, so you can come right up here if you'd like.
Okay.
And then the rest of you, are you going to wait for her to get the eggs first?
Krathor will wait for her to get in position.
Yeah, he's Soggy will
Yeah.
wait.
Okay, cool. Echo goes on over. I'm not going to make you roll another bounce roll. You got 1 fell mark against my 2. That deserves full range of of walking.
Power.
She's just
Oh.
like like walking across no problem.
It's
Okay.
fine. I do this all the time in the caves.
Absolutely. This is your home. Okay, so the eggs are sitting there. They're dark blue speckled with like red and gold on the outside.
Okay. I will sneak over to them and kind of just I'll look around and make sure that see if there's anything around them.
Sure. Roll an inspection. This is our favorite one to roll. If you couldn't tell.
Right.
Honestly, Ray, I completely agree. Those mask things are really those little tokens
They're
are
extremely creepy.
I think they're neat.
They're neat.
They're very much something.
They're
were-
dangerous.
They remind
That
me of
just-
my sleep paralysis demon, and we're pretty close.
I got a few.
Okay. You can tell that the eggs seem like they are slowly turning black from the bottom up, from
Oh.
where the nest is. And as you look, you can see that the nest itself seems to have some sort of black shadow coming off of it.
Uh-oh.
With my knowledge of shadow magic, I have a little bit of that. Is this like a curse
come up?
that I feel that is inflicting the eggs?
Yes, go ahead and roll shadows and let's see.
Over here.
You can determine.
I have a 5, but I also have that talent where I can increase by 1.
Okay, perfect. So you, if you increase it by 1, it automatically becomes a fell mark, and then it's gone because you used it. So if that's what you'd like to use, that's fine with me. Go ahead and increase that. I'll increase your luck. Go ahead and increase that roll by 1, the inspection skill, which is under wit at the bottom, I want to say.
Okay. I thought I was rolling for shadows.
Oh,
Yeah, I think
sorry.
that's-
My bad. Yeah, magic.
Okay.
That's what I get. Okay. And you were trying to understand the curse or remove it?
Well, if I could remove it, I would like to do so.
With that fell mark, I definitely will allow it. Okay, so you can tell that it is some sort of curse coming from the next room. That this was a batch of clean, happy Drakelith eggs, but something happened that is causing them to deteriorate. As you roll the magic against it, the nest starts to like lose that dark, shadowy vibe. But sorry, I'm laughing at Ray. But you can hear a roar in the next room as that takes place.
Perfect. She made it. Can I kind of shadow puppet the one that's ringing the bell and like freeze him in place?
Ooh, yes. Okay, roll a shadows, and I'm going to use a specific spell that you're thinking of that you didn't know existed.
Oh, nice. Ooh. I think I'm gonna go ahead and bump that up and turn that in from a 5 to a 6. Not
Nice.
a fell mark, but I'm making the roll into a 6 instead.
Because of your skill. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. That is a-okay with me. So with that, we will initiate battle, and I'll tell you what happens. So you accidentally cast a spell that you didn't know you knew called Veil of Turmoil. The Harmonist is now controlled by you for 1 round. So the start of his next round, you can have him do whatever you want other than hurt himself.
Okay.
So, and then with that, battle is going to initiate. So give me 2 seconds to write something down real quick. And then we are going to go ahead and roll for mobility.
Can I make a quick just run downstairs
for it.
real quick? My cat is demanding his dry food.
Do it. I'm going to fill out these things real quick. If anybody has jokes, feel free to tell them. Do it.
3 guys walk into a bar. You think one of them would have ducked.
I love it. That is not a duck joke.
Wow. Just wow.
Oh, throw ourselves into an intermission. I used to have a video for this, but I used all my videos and I didn't want to have one gone. So, okay.
All right. So a guy walks into the bar. You think you would have saw the other 3.
That deserves a fell strike.
That deserves a fell strike. That's beautiful.
So I want to make sure I'm actually understanding something correctly about the magic rolls. It is both doing magic and understanding that type of magic. Is that correct?
Correct. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. You can use any of the skills to do anything you'd like. And if you can't think of a way to make it work, you can tell the lore master and I'll think of one for you.
Thank you, Zach. You're doing well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's impressed, right, Zach? They're doing pretty good for first timers. Let's go.
Sorry about that. My middle child was literally downstairs screaming because he didn't have his dry food, and my boyfriend isn't home right now.
That's a problem.
The baby needed to eat. What can we say?
That's right. Okay, let's go ahead and roll for mobility. So the way that this works is you take your mobility on your character sheet, which is right under attributes and bottom left mobility. Most of you should be 5 unless you've increased it at some point. and then you add that to your roll, and that determines turn order. We have 3 turns, which you share with whoever else is in that turn with you, and then it's like rapid, steady, and slow, and then the enemies will roll as well. So let's have Soul Super Goal. You go ahead and roll first, if you don't mind, Usagi.
10.
Perfect. John? And if you get a fell mark, tell me, because that's important. Or a fell strike.
8.
Depressor Mazzy?
I got a total 10.
Okay. And Baby Blue?
She'll be right back.
Okay. Sounds good to me. One more joke?
All right. So, a 5th guy walks to the bar. Okay.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Oh, I love it. I love it.
I think if I'm going to keep going with this heavy magic build character, I need to read more about how the magic works.
That's
'Cause I
fair.
surely
That's
didn't
fair.
do that beforehand.
You're
Actually,
okay. No, magic is
well-
super easy in this. Yeah. Don't
Yeah,
even
while
worry.
we have a second, I do want to shout out just like the raw creativity that like having this free flow system allows
Absolutely.
is fantastic.
Thank you.
And I think it is something that like a lot of games should look more into instead of restricting players to like single sec magic choices, having the ability to be like, okay, I have shadow magic. What can I do with shadows?
Mm-hmm. And
I
on top
really
of that,
appreciate
you can even like dip into vitality if you want, just because you've been doing shadows. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can do anything you want, whatever your
Yeah.
character is best. At,
I
you know?
totally did not intend for what to happen with my character to happen just now with the whole echo churning thing. I was just
Yeah.
like playing into his archetype. Like,
It's great. It's beautiful. I love it. Yeah. So for you, John, don't even worry. Like magic and I keep saying this over and over on social media and everything. Magic and physical weapons work exactly the same way in this game. In combat, you roll standard attacks, and once you land an attack, you get a charge on your weapon, which will allow you to roll your tier 1 ability. And once you get that one done successfully, you get a second charge, which will allow you to do your tier 2. Do that one correctly, you get a tier 3 charge. And then when you use your tier 3 charge, they all go away. So I don't know if anybody's ever played like League of Legends before, but it's kind of similar to that. So pretty easy. Like you don't have to worry about like spell slots or anything like that. It's very simple. You two, Soul Supergirl and John, you guys don't have abilities yet because you're still low level, but that's going to change here after this battle. You're probably going to level up a good like 4 to 5 times, maybe more. So
cool.
Okay.
well, it's because Krathor and Echo are both level 4, and the battles like scale based on everybody. So we take the average level, and then you get a certain amount of XP based on that. So they'll get a little less compared to you, I guess you could say.
Yeah, because it costs us more to level up. So
That's right.
Yeah.
It's standard for you, but it's compared to you guys, it'll be less. Baby Blue, now that you're here, would you mind rolling a mobility for us? Mobility roll.
she doesn't have her headphones on yet.
Oh, okay. Sounds good. I'll act it out. Dice roll.
I'm rolling.
Okay.
What am I rolling again?
Mobility.
Mobility. 7.
Okay, perfect. Okay, I'm locking this in. Okay, turn order is going to be Usagi and Krathor. So you guys share a turn. And then it is John, Baby Blue, and all the enemies except for number 4 right here. And he goes last.
What a loser.
This guy. So, for you newcomers, in battle, you get 2 actions to do whatever you like. You can move, attack, or roll a skill. So, and because Usagi got such a perfect memory roll, you also know, Usagi, that you can search for Skyvault shards, which, if you decide to do so, we'll get there when we get there. It allows you to heal yourself, imprint weapons, all sorts of things.
All right.
Did you have a comment,
Cool.
John, or a question?
Nope.
Okay, perfect. So, Krathor and Usagi, you're starting. They don't see you yet. I mean, this guy does, but
I will let Usagi go first. Since I initiated with the shadows, I feel like she would get a chance to react first.
It just stands there and like, go for it.
I mean, she's already got her like weapon ready. She's got her bow ready, so she just kind of like takes aim at like whichever one he has that's like locked in the shadow that has noticed us. She just takes aim and just shoots.
Okay, perfect. Which one are you aiming at? 3, 2, 1, 4. Well, these guys you technically can't see, so it's probably got to be one of these two, at least line of sight wise.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll probably do this guy right here. You can't see it, but the closer one to
number
me.
3.
I'm like pointing
This
at
one.
it with my
This
mouth.
one.
Yes.
Okay, this guy. Gotcha. Okay, go ahead and so I'm going to pull up your character sheet so you can see it again. Roll a precision, and I will roll a evasion. Got it. Go ahead and roll precision. I'll roll an evasion.
Okay, precision. Okay, I don't have anything.
You
for
should have a
that,
1 on here.
It just says precision, and then it has like sneaking,
Oh,
lockpicking.
sorry,
and all
you're under
that.
skills. Go to attributes.
Oh.
Sorry, I should have been more
okay.
specific. Okay.
Oh
Fell strike?
no!
Fell strike? Is that a fell strike I hear? Is that what it was? Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, your last luck just went out the window.
No.
You haven't used that yet. Do you want to change that from a fell strike to a 2? Because of your the sound? Okay. Cool. I'm leaving your luck where it is. And because I also got a 2 and have no evasion, you hit because the attacker takes the tie. So you have 0 power, but your weapon shows that you have 1 base damage and 1 bonus, and it's a physical weapon. As you can see here, it says physical. So 1 power damage that's automatically added plus bonus. So 1 plus 1. This guy takes 2 damage total, and he is crying a little bit on the inside. Oddly enough,
I don't know. I don't maybe because I just pulled it back up by accident when I was searching for the weapon thing. I have the motivation, the lucky, and it says I have 1
oh,
permanent
that's right.
luck.
So you're going to get an extra treasure piece no matter what. Congratulations. And on top of that, and I should have noticed this before, you also have this infusion, Usagi, targeted. So it automatically ignores part of their evasion equal to their precision. So I automatically get a -1, which is your precision, a 1, to my evasion automatically. So you hit him, and you did well. You have 1 more action.
Okay. Can I attack
Yeah, same guy.
again? No,
Okay.
the other guy. She's just gonna like rapid fire, essentially. Just like she hits the first one, so she just grabs the next arrow and just shoots at the other guy.
I love it. Beautiful. Okay, go ahead and roll a precision again.
6.
Like a natural 6? Oh.
No, it was a 5. And
you got me so excited there for a second. Okay.
That would have been nice.
Okay, you hit him, and he takes a second arrow to the shoulder. He turns at you, and he silently screams in a sound that you can't hear. His mouth just opens wide and goes, oh, I should probably do this to terrify you all real quick.
No.
Oh.
So they all turn. They all turn to you. This guy has 2 arrows in his shoulder.
Well, I'm not sleeping tonight.
Let's kill him so you can. Okay, that's your turn. Depressomancy? Oh, I'm sorry.
Question?
Let me get your lore bound out here.
Thanks. I hate it.
Did anybody else have a lore bound, or was it? Oh yeah, you did too,
I did.
didn't you? You had the alka goo.
Yeah.
Here, have a gooey boy.
Oh yeah. Floating
Ooh.
slime.
So, question about my dagger. It has a range 1, but if I throw
it
it
shouldn't.
has a range 5.
Yes, correct.
So if I throw it, does it come back to me, or do I have to retrieve it?
Good point. So let's do this. As you pull out your weapon, Krathor, as all of you pull out your weapons, you realize that you have glowing white brands on your hand that summon your weapons. This is your first time being in battle for most of you. If you throw your weapon, it'll automatically get summoned back to your hand, Thor style.
Fantastic.
Does that even go for arrows?
Correct. That's why you don't have to track arrows in this game.
Then
There is an affliction that will disarm you. That's the only thing that can stop you from having that happen. I just want to be clear about that. Go ahead.
Okay.
Sorry.
So he is within the 5 of me, initiate 2.
Yep.
Who I believe was already shot. I would like to throw my dagger at him.
Okay.
And that adds my precision and weapon level.
Just your precision.
Okay, so precision would be 2, and because of my weapon's ability, it loses 2 from his evasion.
Oh, beautiful. Okay, you hit him.
Yeah, so total 6 on that.
They are. Okay. Total 6 damage. Is that what you said?
No,
or total 6 to attack.
Correct. Yeah, and
Okay.
then it's 1 + 1 + 1, so 3 damage.
3, and you are using a physical weapon. So 1 + 1. What was the second +1 from?
I have a 1 plus power magic.
Oh, yes, correct. So in your case, let's see, what is your attribute? Oh yeah, that should increase. Let me fix that for you, because you do have a 1 here in your power. So this technically should be 1 + 1, which is 2.
Okay.
Because you automatically get the 1 for everybody. Everybody does 1 base damage, whether you're punching or whatever. So it's 2 power, 1 bonus. So 3 total, which is the same thing that you said, just in a different way. So I apologize. Okay.
Oh, you're good.
And you hit. All right, one more action.
Do I need to use any of my actions to control the Harmonist? Or is that just going to be his turn?
That'll be on his turn. You decide what he does on his turn. And you get let me pull that up real quick while you're considering what you're doing. Go ahead.
Okay. Because then I would like to... I'll probably throw my dagger again.
Okay.
But add initiate 3 this time.
Perfect. Okay, I got a fell strike.
Nice. I also got a fell strike, but that makes mine a 3, and then you take a -2.
Nice. Okay, so you hit because it goes to you. Same damage. So let me just go ahead and get rid of that. Okay. I'll explain Veil of Turmoil on his turn so you can understand it better. The Drakelith, your Drakelith gets a turn as well to move. Oh, why did I say Drakelith? I'm just
because
Drakelith all over the place.
of our secret project going on in the background.
That's right. My bad. Your Commarch. As a Commarch, it's a familiar. It can only move and pick up items. This is what your baby Commarch looks like, by the way. And it can also use items for you, and that's it. But you also can do your vexing aspect during its turn. Would you like to do so?
I will, because I can vex it. I can vex 1 plus my speechcraft, which is currently 1, I believe. So I could vex 2 of them.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a speechcraft.
Okay.
And I just realized, Echo, I don't know if we ever picked an aspect for your Alkagu.
That's a fell mark.
Dude. So increase your speechcraft.
Absolutely. So let's go ahead and vex initiate 2 and 3 to come after me.
Okay. So on their turn, they will be forced to attack, or at least try to attack you. Okay. That is your turn. All right, let's move on to the enemies. John and Baby Blue, you technically could go first if you'd like.
Okay. So without an aspect from my Alkagu, I'm because I don't think I did choose one.
Yeah, I don't think you did. Do you want to look at that while he goes?
Yeah, where's the aspects? Is that the abilities?
Yeah, it's under here. I'll send it to you real quick. It's actually aspects is what it's called. So, sorry, I was not trying to be snarky there. I'm throwing it in the private chat so you can link to it in the Discord. Okay, Valen, what would you like to do while she's considering her aspects?
How does movement work?
You could probably so this Commarch it's just a bird, so it's probably like staying on his shoulder. Movement, you can go up to your mobility range, which is 5 at the moment, so you can do 5
and is
spaces.
It okay, it's 1-to-1. Okay.
Yep, and it is an action to move all 5 spaces or up to 5 spaces.
He's not just a bird, he's my best friend.
I mean he looks like bestest buddy, okay? So
right?
I understand. Can I So I'm gonna take that to move, and I'll use my action for that.
Okay.
And
and then you got one more. Yeah.
And then he has his wand in his hand, and he just whips a ball of blue lightning at Initiate 4.
Cool. You are trying an actual spell without knowing it. So, I'd say you do have line of sight between these two. So go ahead and roll.
Okay.
Let me check. I do believe it's arcane, but I want to make sure. Don't want
When
to
you
get this wrong.
accidentally do things, you don't know what you're doing.
It is an arcane. It is an arcane. So go ahead
Okay.
and roll an arcane. We'll see how
Okay.
good you succeed or fail.
We just want to try to break the
Oh,
system.
good luck. We've tried for 2
Oh.
years.
Oh.
What'd you get?
So
Fell strike?
technically, it's a fell strike, but I had that +1 from the resounding.
Okay,
so
so it's a
technically,
2.
it's a 2.
Okay, cool. So you tried so hard. You
Got so far.
Oh no,
Eight.
I lied because I have a dot of arcane. It's a 3. I panicked and
okay.
didn't look at my character
Oh,
sheet.
good,
No,
good.
that's a 3.
in that case, let me change my answer. So you roll. You pull out your wand, and a deep blue beam of light crackles with electric sparks as it surges towards number 4 as you cast Aetherbore accidentally. They take standard magic damage, so your normal damage, which is, let me pull up your guy. Sorry, that's like the first spell I ever made, so I'm feeling a little happy about it.
It would be me.
Dude, I forgot that you like beefed out your wand. This guy.
Yeah. So it's a base damage of 3 +1 for 4 points of damage. So when
4
he
points
hits
of
with the
magic.
spell,
Oh man.
it's gonna hit hard.
Okay, yeah. So
Hit him.
4 points. Okay,
Nope.
he did not like that. Nope. Okay, you hit him. That was really well done. And some part of you knows that that's a spell you can learn at some point. Just throwing that out there. Or you can
Okay.
just keep trying it. That's okay too. You just have a not as good chance of succeeding. Okay, that is your turn. Baby Blue.
I will take the regenerator.
Ooh, beautiful.
I have a quick question. How do we level up our
So-
weapons?
Quick answer.
42. Your weapons, armor, and lore bounds all level up when you level up. So when you level up, you can decide to put your level into offensive, which is weapons, one of these 3, defensive, which is one of the armors, or core, which is your lore bounds.
Okay.
So your choice. You decide, and you don't have to stick to one. You can move around as much as you want. So
All right. Thanks. Sue.
cool.
Thank you.
More than likely we'll gain enough to level up at the end of this, but sometimes it takes a little bit, so we'll probably do it offline instead of on the stream. Probably not tonight because it's probably pretty late for you guys.
Yeah, it's like almost midnight where I am.
Okay,
Doesn't bother me.
That's
we'll
nothing.
try to zoom through this. We'll just have Krathor try to eat them all again. Echo.
I mean, we're good. Like, it's a weekend. We don't have to be up
Good.
early or anything tomorrow. So my boyfriend's on his way home, but he knows what I'm doing. So
Stop
he's good.
lore felling. No, you didn't hear that from the creator. Keep lore felling.
Your
Keep
lore felling's tearing us apart.
Yeah, you see, if he tries to complain about me playing a game tonight, he has no right because he's on his way back from
Oh.
playing a game of Dungeons
Well,
and
you're
Dragons.
just gonna have to bring him in next time. You know what I'm saying?
I'm trying. I really am trying.
My partner's running a dance recital right now with his parents, so I'm like, he ain't even in the house. Won't be home
Nice.
till tomorrow night. I'm like,
Oh.
let's go.
Might as
Yeah.
well go to
My
town.
partner's sitting across from me playing, so
See, you guys are doing it right. No offense to the Oh,
Those who lore fell
Stay
together.
together.
I'm lucky enough that my wife supports me in this, and she's as addicted as I am. So, all right, Echo, what would you like to do for your 2 actions?
Okay, so for my first action, I would like to use some of my elemental magic and
Okay.
shoot a is fireball a thing?
It could be. I will say though that because of where Valen's standing, you don't really have a line of sight to anybody.
Oh, dang it! You're getting in my way. Okay. How
Hey,
dare you?
I'm
It's like
sorry.
you can try to shoot a fireball, but you're
Alright.
probably going to
Duck.
hit your companion.
Dab.
Where?
Certainly die. I mean, try.
Like, just duck.
Okay. I will move.
Okay.
To the right here. That's
Okay.
cool.
That's one action. That
And
works.
then I'll shoot a fireball.
Number 3.
Oh,
Yeah.
I can't do the chat.
Okay, number 3. Go ahead and roll an elemental. Wow, I got a fell strike.
I'm gonna burn off their clothes.
I'm not trying to hurt them. I'm just trying to burn off their clothes.
I got a fell
God.
strike too.
Oh no. Okay. Unfortunately, and you were actually trying to do a real spell, so it does not work for you. I'm sorry.
Oh, no.
You try to summon the fire. I can't have everybody win. I'm sorry. Echo. Okay. So you try to light a flame, but it fizzles out as you do so.
Okay.
Okay. Do you want to use your Lorebound's regenerator?
Did anybody take damage this so far?
The enemies.
Well, they can just fuck off.
Okay. All right. Number 3, or let's do number 1. So we'll do number 3. Number 3 walks over to Krathor for his first action.
Gross.
Yes. And this is going to be fun. This is a pit, by the way. This part isn't a wall. This one is. He's going to try to attack you, Krathor.
Okay.
So he does a silent scream at you, and the echo tries to like push you forward. Not this echo, his echo. Go ahead and roll for evasion.
All right.
Is this really a silent scream, or is it like a dog
Ouch.
whistle-like scream?
That is
that's
a
what I
felt
hear?
strike.
Ooh.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's a silent vibrating scream. So this is what happens. He also has the forceful infusion on his weapon. So no matter what, whether he hits you or not, he pushes you back 1 space.
Ooh.
So you are teetering on the edge. If he does it one more time and tries to attack you, you will fall in.
Uh-oh.
He
Deal.
does hit you as well. So you take 2 plus 1 magic damage. So 3 total. If you have any resistance, it'll block the bonus damage, which is that 1.
Okay.
Which is why I'd say it that way. 2 plus 1.
Okay, so I'll take 2 damage.
Okay. And because he did a standard attack and does have an ability, he gets a charge on his weapon, which allows him to use his tier 1 ability, which you don't know what it is, but I'm going to try to cast a spell. And he succeeds, and he instantly turns invisible.
If I may interject, he did move and attack.
Oh, smart man. Okay, he doesn't do that.
You smart man.
Spoilers.
You've
Usually-
made a mistake. You've made a game I enjoyed. I am
It's
learning
good.
it.
That's great. I love it. Usually Nevin's the one to call me out, so somebody's got to keep the lore master in hand. Okay, so his turn is done. Let's move on to number 2.
Oh, and then I just want to double check something. Since
Mhm.
I was successful on 2 attacks, do I have 2 charges on my
Oops.
weapon?
You would have 1 because you don't have a tier 2 ability yet, right?
I have a tier 1 ability, so yeah, just the 1.
Okay, so you can only have up to tier 1 at this point.
Okay.
But yes, you will normally. Yes, that would be the case. Okay. Initiate 2. He has that kind of range. He is going to move forward as well over here, and he is going to attack you. And forceful automatically pushes you this way.
Deal.
And I'm going to roll to attack. Go ahead and evade.
That'll be total 5.
Okay, he misses. And that's his turn. Number 1, we already went. Oh, no, he did not. Okay, we're doing number 1 now. Number 1 is going to stay where he is and attack Valen, who gets pushed back 1 space. Go ahead and roll to evade, Valen. I hope you get a good roll.
I don't like that. What? No.
Got to keep the suspense up.
Oh yeah, and I gotta. Okay, I don't think I have. Where's the evade skill?
Oh, sorry. Yeah. So on your thing, it's actually an attribute.
Oh, it's an attribute. Well, okay.
Right here.
Okay.
I got a fell mark.
Okay.
Did I hit you? I'm assuming so.
I haven't rolled it yet. Let's see. Come
Okay,
on.
okay.
Oh,
Come on, man.
Oh, it was so close. Okay, I
Dang.
got a 3.
I'm sorry, man. He's like
Nope.
hoping for it. Okay. You take a affliction. So on your character sheet, we're going to write this down under your battle tracker, under condition and effects. You write down the affliction impeded. Here, I actually will do it for you real quick, just so you have it.
Okay.
No, you're good. You're good. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Control Z that a few times if you don't mind.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You're good. Okay, here, I got you. Okay, so it is an endurance roll to get out of this. So afflictions are like curses in battle. At this point, your evasion is reduced by the attribute type of the weapon that applied the affliction, which is magic. His magic is a total of 1, so you get -1 to your evasion until this goes away.
Oh, then if I may, 2 and 3 also have impeded because I have that on my dagger and I hit them both with my dagger.
With a fell mark, though?
Oh, not with the fill mark. Okay.
Yeah, sorry. So it has to be with a fell mark when this happens, which I got against poor Valen.
So, quick question, because I don't have any evasion. Does that make it a -1? So whatever I roll, I subtract 1 from? Okay.
It's space 0. You actually probably don't have to worry at all then. What would happen on your turn in order to break out of any afflictions, you have to roll this skill, and you have to get a fell mark to get rid of it. So, afflictions suck. Damage-wise, sir, I also get a roll bonus damage on you because I was a fell mark. So you take 2 plus 4 magic damage.
Oof.
That kills. That takes all of my vigor.
You may have just died, so you're at 0 health or vitality.
Okay.
Yeah, vitality.
Uh-oh.
Okay, so Valen died, which means I get to take you to the death realm next round, and I'll show you how that works.
Oh no.
Okay.
Sorry, buddy. Okay.
Okay.
It's fine. It's fine. That was only 1 action, I think, for number 1, right?
Correct.
So he is going to try to. You know what? He's going to try to cast that spell that you didn't see the last time, and he succeeds, and he turns invisible.
Poof.
Okay. Last but not least, we got number 4 and the Harmonious is next, actually. So, oops, 1 second. Sorry.
Love you too.
You have Veil of Turmoil on this guy, right? So,
Correct.
the way this works, it's not a true controlling him, just so you're aware, Krathor. You're basically distracting his mind. When he goes to attack any enemies, you guys, I have to roll a dice. On an even roll, he attacks an ally instead of an enemy.
Okay.
So I'm going to go to attack, and I got an even. So he is going to attack Initiate 2. God dang it. All right, rolled an attack and evade. He hits. He got a fell mark. So this guy is staggered. No, I don't have it. I'll write it on my side. He is staggered.
Thank you.
And he takes 3 plus 3 plus. Okay, no, he's dead. Initiate 2 dice.
Dead. Good night, Zach.
Bye, Zach. Sorry, buddy. Okay, so he's gone. You guys murdered him. Good job. With his second action, he didn't like that you did that, Krathor. Obviously. He has a range of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're kind of out of his way, though. So he's going to move over here for the next round. He's pointing at you, all angry, like.
I welcome the challenge.
And then this guy's going to move right in his way, because he wasn't paying attention, and attack Krathor, which you get pushed back 1 space. Go ahead and roll to evade.
Okay.
These guys have very low wit, which means they go after people who've hit them the most, just so you understand.
4.
Okay, you evade, and that's top of the round.
Perfect.
So, Krathor and Usagi, what would you like to do?
Krathor, sensing the challenge, is going to move 1, 2, 3, 4. And then can I use my dual wielding to both stab him with my dagger and try and bite a chunk of his neck out?
You can. So those will be 2 different attacks. Well, you actually can't. Sorry, because you move, so you can only attack once.
Just 2 actions. Okay.
Yeah. If you were to do that, you would have, if you get a fell mark in both of those attacks, you automatically level up dual wielding, which I think I mentioned last time is very hard to do, but the payoff is so worth it.
All right, then I will go for a dagger stab.
Okay.
Do I have to fell mark to use my charge?
No, you do not.
Okay. So then I'm going to get a 6 to stab him, and then I'm going to use my charge to remove his weapon ability.
Oh, with siphoning stab. Did you get a natural 6, like a fell mark 6?
No. Do I have to get that to use that?
No, you do not. I was just curious.
Okay.
Okay. You do hit. I got a fell strike. So you don't actually hurt him with this, but you do take his tier 1 ability, which you get to use now. Oh my gosh, which is Vorpal Burst. Let me temporarily paste this in here for you and cry a little bit because I know you're going to wreck me with this. Oh man.
Nice.
This is one of my favorite abilities. By the way, John, this is one that you could get with your wand. So the way that his ability works is he technically removes his that guy's tier 1 ability and can use it himself. He cannot use this until Depressormancer uses it. So there's your tier 1 ability you just stole from him.
Elemental roll with turn to unleash a target number of enemies within sight.
Bless you.
Ooh.
So it's a great
Thank
fun. Okay, that is your turn. Would you like to use your Calm March to vex something or someone?
So I don't do any weapon damage to him?
Not with that ability, no. That's purely a... At least I don't think so. Let me double check that. Yeah, nope. No weapon damage. It always says it in here.
I will then... I'll try and keep the attention from Initiate 4 and the Harmonist with
Speechcraft roll.
another Speechcraft.
Okay. Vex away.
And that's a fell mark, so my speech is going to go up again.
Oh my gosh. Yep, increase that. I'll increase your luck again. Okay. Your
Getting
turn is
real
finished.
sneaky.
Well done. So these two are both vexed, right?
Yes.
All right, Usagi, what would you like to do?
Okay. That guy is like right in front of me, right?
Mm-hmm. And your weapon range is 10, but that's 1 to 10, so feel free to attack him.
Okay. So she's just going. She doesn't even have to move or anything. She's just gonna straight up attack him.
Good choice. Okay, I love it.
Just Legolas shooting him in the face. I love it.
Yeah,
Point blank
essentially. She's just like, go away.
Get out of my face.
Wait, that would be add precision, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep, add your precision to the attack, and I'm
All
rolling
right,
for evasion.
6.
Okay, you hit, and then your damage, which is on your
Plus
weapons.
1, I believe.
1 plus 1, yes. 1 plus 1
Yeah.
physical. That's right. And that's number 3, so 2 damage. Okay. As you can tell, these guys are wearing like just robes, so they are not resistant to physical damage in any way, shape, or form. They do have 0 durability. Okay, you have a second attack or movement or whatever.
Just gonna attack again.
Fair enough.
Wail at him.
I got another fell strike. I need to get rid of this dice. Apparently.
3.
Okay. You hit 2 more damage. He is not looking happy. He's got arrows everywhere. Okay. That is your turn.
Shish kebab.
No kidding. Which I had for dinner tonight, by the way. It was great. Bacon wrapped shrimp. It's pretty good. Okay. John and Baby Blue. Oh,
Gotta love bacon wrapped shrimp.
let's have Baby Blue go first, just because John's dead and we need to do that. So
Yeah, and since Krathor put himself right in front of my spell again.
Hey, there's a little spotlight right here-ish.
yeah, you could see the Harmonist at least, I'd say.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
I think I'll use some good old vampiric bat shadow magic, and I'm gonna try to drain the life essence from the Harmonist.
Okay. In that case, it would be vitality magic.
Okie dokie.
If you'd like to change it, you can. But
No.
okay. No, I'm doing it. I want to increase it. I'm a
I have
vampire bat.
2 in vitality. I'm good.
Beautiful. Okay, roll it.
Nice, and that's a fell mark.
Dang. Okay. Increase your vitality.
So that's a total of
Oh.
8. And then I'm increasing it by 1, so would that be 9? Or just
Wait,
before I
sorry.
increase it.
Say that again.
So my total.
Oh, it's before you increase it. Yeah. yeah,
Okay, so then it'd be 8.
correct. Yes. Let me look at your character.
Oh,
real quick.
wait, actually, I think I have a +1 bonus damage to that anyway.
Oh yeah, you do. And you have vampiric anyway, so you should be at full health if you're not. Like anytime anybody takes damage, you take health. So you increase your vitality. Okay. You don't really need it, but he takes 3 damage, and you got a fell mark, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, roll for bonus damage. You don't have afflictions on your weapon because it's a magic weapon. I was telling John earlier that's intentional because it's dangerous with magic.
So I'm rolling for another d6 for bonus damage.
Bonus damage, yeah.
Okay. A 1.
Okay, so 2 plus 2 total magic. So he's taking 4. That's fun. How much health does he have? Oh, okay. Okay. And you would get extra health back because you attempted to use your vitality magic, but I'm pretty sure you're at full anyway, so
Yeah, I'm healthy.
it just like flies off of you. Okay, you got another action?
Yes, I will. Let's see. I don't have any other. Let's see.
I'm going to
Could I-
get John ready on the side here. Go ahead.
Oh god, could I use like shadow magic and try to force, like shadow force kind of, and push somebody back?
Yeah, you can give that a shot. I think, yeah, if you were doing with Shadow, you could, for sure.
Okay. Would I be able to hit the harmonist with that?
Yeah, you can go. He's in your line of sight. That's fine. So go ahead and roll shadows.
Uh, 3 for a total of 5.
That hits. Okay. The harmonist takes your base plus bonus, which is total of 2 or 3. Okay. And he gets slapped in the face with a shadow tendril as he moves back half a space.
Heck yeah.
Okay, and then your Alkagoo. Technically, he can't regenerate. In order to bring someone back, you do have to use a Skyvault shard.
Okay.
So keep that in mind. Anybody else that's hurt though, your Alkagoo can help. I don't know
Okay.
if anybody is. Oh, Krathor, help!
Gotcha. Yeah, he'll ooze his way right over to you, and he's just gonna slime all over you till you feel better.
He's a good slimy boy. You gotta make him feel nice and good now,
Yuck,
don't
yuck.
you?
I love it. Okay, and it was regenerator. Did you put that in your sheet or
I did. Hold on.
Okay.
Where's that?
recovery roll?
Yes. So I do a recovery roll.
And that's how much you would take.
Where is recovery? Is that in skills?
Yes, it's under vigor, I want to say.
Oh, got a +1 to that. So you get
Yes.
3 for a total.
Perfect.
Nice. Okay.
Well,
Let's move over to poor Valen. Sorry, Valen. We're going to take you over to the Death Realm. So, very much like this map looks, Valen, you find yourself awake, your soul awake, in the realm of pandemonium, the realm of the dead. It's very black and white grayscale colors. There's a dark, heavy mist ethereally floating around you. As you look up into the sky, you see a massive face looking down at you. Its maw wide open as it grins and sees you with dark, terrifying eyes. And then you see that the entire sky is made of tentacles, and his arm like comes out from the tentacles as it slowly reaches down to devour your soul. Across from you, you can see a shadowy ghost version of yourself, which looks at you, smiles, and then goes to attack you with the same wand that you have in your hand. So here in the Death Realm, so I just want to throw this out there for you two new players who haven't seen this before. We tried.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
oh.
So, my lovely friends watching us here, 3 guys
No.
walking through the bar.
Was that
Am I
Rob-
back?
Yes.
Yes.
What was the last thing you heard?
We tried to
Death
make-
is exciting.
Death is exciting. Goodbye.
Yeah. Like, oh,
The end.
there was a literal.
That was
there
very
a literal-
exciting indeed.
I try to tell my therapist the same thing, and they don't want to listen.
No.
Oh, that's messed up.
No.
So, you get to fight for your soul in the realm of the dead. That's how you stay in battles. Your vitality is halved while you're down here. If it reaches 0, you're permanently dead.
Okay, so that puts me at 3.
Correct. Luckily, these
half?
guys only do 1 damage to you if they hit you. You have everything you have in the physical realm except for items. You have your weapon, your lorebound, and your armor because that's an innate part of you. But you can't use any utility items if you have them. Actions work the same way. If this guy is not killed by the end of the round of the turn, it automatically deals 1 damage to you anyway. And they scale up as you level up. So if Depressomancy or Baby Blue is here, they'd have 4 of these things to fight.
Ooh.
You have 1 because you're level 1. So you get first dibs. You get 2 actions.
Well,
You
I
have
don't
one
need to
to
move.
leave.
You don't need to move. You
So-
have an awesome ability.
Hmm.
I also want to throw out, because Baby Blue has Vampiric, any damage they do to you automatically heals. So that's a perfect way to survive Pandemonium. Just throwing that out there.
Nice.
Nice.
So what would you like to do? You got
The
2
only way
actions.
you kill me is with garlic.
If you do kill him, you automatically come back to life with 1 health. 1 vitality.
Nice. Oh no. So has he fired off a shot, or was he like readying for a duel?
He can't do anything until you do. So you get to go first, and then usually
Okay.
they just swarm upon you. So
Oh.
this at high levels is terrifying, by the way.
Sounds like it. Well, he is going to just take a standard shot with his wand. Nothing fancy. He's just trying to hit him.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Expelliarmus.
Yeah, something like that. Some kind of wizard rigmarole.
That should be your spell. Rigmarole.
That's a spell. That's a secret Mouscatul for later. I have to survive this first.
I do want to tell you that at high levels, you can create your own spells in this game. So keep that in your back pocket.
Finally. Okay.
It takes a
anyway.
bit, but you can do it.
Yeah. So if I want to do just a standard magic lightning, no fancy magic lightning bolt kind of thing, is that just a D6 to hit?
Yeah, it's a D6 to hit, and then add your
Cool.
precision.
And then add precision.
And these guys do have higher evasion, just so you know, which is kind of unfortunate. But I like food.
Me too.
Food.
Food.
Especially when you're signs that turn into a cloud.
Calling out Nevin, are you? Shrew me. All right, sir. Go
So-
ahead and roll for me.
That on the first attack is a flat 5 because I have no precision. We're changing that ASAP.
Okay. You miss by 1. Would you like to try again?
I'm gonna have to.
You kind of have.
But you know, but you know what? We may get a little wibbly wobbly because some of my other types of magic skill are better than just outright firing a bolt. So
Okay.
we're gonna pull the rigmarole.
Okay.
So we're gonna
I
try
love
to do a type of spell, perhaps flavored in a way that will snap his leg in half.
Okay. The rig because you rig him and then he rolls. I get it. Okay.
Exactly.
You know what? I'm thinking that's probably going to be just straight arcane because that sounds like pain magic.
Excellent.
Or like our pain.
Arcane. Oh gosh. What'd you get, sir?
No.
Fell strike?
No,
Fell strike?
Yep. It was a fell strike.
no.
Well, lucky
But
for you, I also
have
got
one
2
in our-
spell strikes.
And I
So-
had a 1, so that's technically a 2.
You
But-
do it, and they can only take 1 damage before they die. So you break his your own ghostly self's legs, and the possessed version of you, and he dies. And you can see the big death god in the sky above you, whose name is Discord. Just throwing that out there. He growls as you zap away from him and come back to life.
Should I just say I am about to use my own D6 because this dice spot built into what we're playing on for those at home has been a tease this whole time.
I use my own.
Yeah, so hold on.
You go right ahead. Okay. That was 2 actions for you. So you are back to life with 1 vitality. Baby Blue, you already went. So let's go with the enemies now. This guy who you don't see, he comes over to you, Krathor, and he goes to attack you.
No.
Boop.
I don't let him.
Oh, you guys are so close. So close to finishing these guys. Thanks for hanging in there. We're almost
Annihilate them.
there. Kill them all. I get 3 total, sir.
I
Roll
got
for
4
evasion.
total.
Okay. He misses, and because he attacked, he comes back visible again. And he's going to hate that and go invisible again.
He moved and attacked. So
This guy with his rules. You're
how
right.
dare you?
Thank
I've been
you.
investing for years.
2 times in a row, and you got me. Thank you.
Pass
Appreciate
the
that.
DM.
It's great. Unless the DM's the one making the mistakes. Lore Master fail. Okay. Number 1 is done. Let's move on to number 2, which is dead. Never mind. Number 3. Number 3 really doesn't like Usagi.
She doesn't like him either, so.
So
I don't like
he
you either.
is going to attack you. I got a 3. Go ahead and roll for evasion. Oh, and you move back 1 because of forceful.
Oh, I should have had that up here. Evasion. I'm trying to find it.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, it is. I think it should be under attributes. It is 0.
Oh,
So go ahead and roll.
All right. I got a 3 as well.
Okay, so it would go to him because he's attacking. 2 plus 1 magic damage. And I don't think you have resistance. You don't. So you take the full 3. So you'd be at 2 health, 2 vitality.
Oh. You're in for it now.
How dare you? And then he's going to, because he is charged, he's going to turn himself invisible because he doesn't want to get shot again.
Don't worry, my alka goo will come slime all over you.
But he failed. Yeah, it will.
You'll like it, I promise.
It'll be fine.
It'll feel good.
Okay.
You're just like, you're not even good at turning invisible. You're only good to be a pincushion.
Sucker.
You're a rabbit, not a porcupine.
Oh, Krathor. He's coming at you with 1 attack.
Oh,
He got a
no.
5.
Let's see what Krathor gets.
I kind of imagine that
Krathor
one.
got a fell mark for a 7.
Oh,
You evade so good.
nice.
What were you saying, Baby Blue?
I was gonna say I kind of imagine the one that keeps turning invisible is still full of arrows, and the arrows are just like floating.
I'm invisible. You can't see me.
It's just a bundle of floating arrows.
It's like, geez, I wonder where he is. And then someone just, like stabs him or whatever.
Oh, it's beautiful. He's not vexed anymore because he attacked you once, but he's still pissed at you. So he's going to attack you again, and you fall into that as you do so. So
Oh.
I'm going to roll to attack you still, but I also want you to roll to see if you can save yourself.
Okay. So will I roll evasion first?
Let's have you roll evasion first.
Okay. That's a
This
total
is
three.
Nerf.
Did you say
Backing.
2?
Total 3.
Okay, he does hit you. You take 2 plus 1 magic.
Okay, so I'll take 2 damage.
Okay, perfect.
And then I have an item, the silver bracelet,
Uh-huh.
that allows me to roll a balance check and take the greater of 2 results.
That's what I was going to have you roll. So roll 2 dice. If you get a fell strike, gets destroyed. The higher dice is what counts. Do you have it equipped? You do have it equipped, right?
Yes, and
Okay.
I rolled a fell mark.
Okay,
So
so increase your balance. I'm so glad you have that and put that on. Everything's coming up Krathor today. Okay,
It is Wraithor Day.
you're fine. You land on the edge and you're just like, nope.
Absolutely not falling
Pulls
for
a-
that one. Hello,
A Neo, you know. Okay. So you did get hit. You took some damage, but you're fine. Okay, that's him. the Harmonist has to try to attack you. Go away, cheap viewers guy. He goes over here to move first because he has to, because he couldn't see you. And he can't use his Vorpal Burst because somebody took it from him. Which you could use to kill them all, or try to, by the way. But he would get it back. He goes to attack you with a standard magic attack.
All right.
I got a Fell Strike.
Oh, I accidentally rolled 2. Hold on. Let me roll that again.
He's like, I'm just using my bracelet from now on. It's fine.
I rolled a 3 for a 4.
Okay. He misses. And number 1. Number 1 is going to, he's going to attack Echo. Echo, you get pushed back 1 space.
Rude.
I feel bad about attacking Valen after all the times that I killed him. Okay, I got a 2.
Okay. I got. Sorry, I haven't been attacked in a little bit. Let me see. That's evasion.
Yes.
Right.
That's gonna be a 4.
Okay, he misses. He's going to try it again. You get pushed back 1 more time into the wall or close to the wall. If he does it again and you hit the wall or any person, you take damage automatically, by the way.
Oh, neat.
So I got a 5 that time.
I got. Oh no, I got a 2.
Okay. He hits you. So you take 2 plus 1 magic.
Okay.
And that takes us to the top of the round. Depressomancy, I would suggest using Vorpal Burst.
Quick question.
Yes.
I have 1 resistance, so does that mean I resist the magic?
Oh, you resist the bonus damage, which was 1. So you would only take the 2.
Okay, cool.
Perfect.
So if I'm reading the Vorpal Burst, I need to do a successful elemental roll.
Sorry. Weapons. Let's pull it up here. Yes. So on a successful elemental roll, you can do 1 plus your elemental. What is your elemental skill?
0. So I was
Okay.
going to pitch if I could use 2 actions to corrupt it to make it into Shadow Burst.
Ooh, I like the way you think, sir. Okay. Let's have you roll a shadows, and if you succeed, we'll use your shadows instead. But I'm rolling twice against you.
Deal. That is a total 7.
You totally nailed it. Okay. Oh gosh, I can't stop. I can't make this stuff up.
So
My
I think
internet is
Kratos
being
will
slow.
overwhelm the elements that the
Based.
Harmonist was using in just these visceral shadows and then slam it down into the ground.
Okay.
Nice. Nice.
Okay, so number 3 dies. Goodbye, number 3. All the arrows just
I
like
wanted to finish him off.
dissipate. Oh no. This guy is at that much. This guy is at this much. Okay, you didn't kill everybody, but they did not like that. Okay, and you got your Alkagu still, or Calm Arch. Sorry,
My Alkagu.
mine. It's not yours. It's mine.
My slime.
I'm going to continue to try and vex the Harmonist and initiate 4.
Okay.
And that'll be a 3 plus, I believe, 3.
Do you have 3 in speechcraft? We just assume around here.
Yeah, it's 3 and 3, so 6.
Okay, so he'll stay vexed because I didn't remove it, and I should have. And this guy's vexed as well. You said those 2, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Solo Super Girl. I don't know why I say goal. I'm just like...
If it helps, my name is actually Erica. I just
Okay.
put in my username because I wasn't sure what else to use.
Usagi is what I should have said. It sounds more fun in my mouth to say super goal, apparently. Okay, go ahead. What would you like to do?
Okay.
You guys are so close to killing these guys.
Is this dude in my range to attack him?
Absolutely. So you could hit this guy or this guy. Or this guy. Honestly, all 3, because the Calm Arch is just floating.
I'll go for this guy right here.
Okay.
I can never remember my thing. Oh,
I got a failed strike.
4.
You
3.
hit.
No, 4. Sorry. I had
All
like
good.
2 dice sitting here and I looked at the wrong one and I confused myself.
You're okay. You're okay. Okay, you hit 1 + 1 power, so he takes 2. Okay, so he got an arrow to the gut. Would you like to do it again?
Yes.
Okay.
Except I want to go after this one next.
Ah, nice. Okay.
So that means yeah, 5.
Okay, you hit. 2 more damage to him. 1 + 1. Okay, and that is your turn, and that moves us on to John and Baby Blue. Valen and Echo.
Do it. Murder them.
Do it. Do it.
Would you like to go first, John?
Sure. So is there a wall where Initiate 1 is, or a pit?
This one is a pit. The wall is on the outside.
Okay, excellent. Can I Shadow Magic Tendril Initiate 1 just down the pit?
Yes, I love this idea. That's great. Okay, I'm gonna have you do 2 rolls at once. We're gonna try
Okay.
a shadows and a lifting.
Okay, so
Well,
the
let's do the shadows first. Yeah, let's do the shadows
Yep.
first.
The shadows is a 5.
Perfect, you succeed. And lifting,
Is a 6.
increase your lifting.
Yo.
There you
Okay.
go.
Woo, 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 woo. He's gone.
Flush down the toilet.
I love it. Okay, that's one action. We'll say that's one action.
Oh, I get another one?
I'll give it to you.
Oh, thanks.
You're
You wanna
almost
try it with
dead.
another one?
Do I have line of sight on the Harmonist or Initiate 4?
You do. The Alkagoo is on the ground, kind of sliming around. So
Okay. I am so looking forward to that in a minute, probably.
he puts the card out.
I didn't do it. It wasn't me.
So because he has no precision, he's just whipping spells left and right. He's gonna try to hit Initiate 4 with a good old rigmarole.
Okay, do it.
Break his legs.
Unlock it.
4.
Okay, you succeed. You almost didn't, but you did. Okay, number 4. What was your physical again, or your magic? It was like 3
Oh
plus
yeah,
1.
it was 4 is total,
Oh,
I believe.
Okay, he's dead.
Nice.
Eviscerated.
All right, you got the Harmonist left. Baby Blue?
Could
Annihilate
I-
him.
Oh, yes. Could I animate the vines that are around us to crawl up his body, suffocate him, and crawl into his eye sockets?
I mean, you could. Yeah, roll
Will
an
the dice
elemental.
allow me? Let's see.
Roll an elemental. I'm going to. Oh, I really hope you get a good roll because the story does not want this to happen.
I got a 5.
Okay, I rolled twice against you because you were trying to do something very intense, and it's not a real spell. And I got 2 fell marks. So you go to attempt it, and the Harmonist screams at it silently, and they stay in place listening to him instead.
Gross. Okay.
You got one more action.
Okay. Then I will.
Sorry, not trying to ruin your creativity. That was terrifying.
I will use my vampiric ring and try to suck the life out of him.
Okay, I love it. Roll a vitality. I got a 1.
Well, you're gonna die then.
Lady of Lorfell says, "Look for shards. Look for shards."
I have some shards.
Never.
You could do that, Krathor. If you find a shard, you could imprint your weapon with that, or your armor with your augmentation. So
For
Fair.
record, I got a 5. But if I do, okay, I have a shard. What are the things I could do with a shard?
yes. So with a shard, you can apply it to heal yourself. If you have anything from loot that is a affliction, infusion, augmentation, you can apply that to your weapon or armor, depending on the type. Using that Skyvault shard. There are a few other things. Those are the primary two. The other one you could do, and when you get a Paragon point eventually, is do that. I don't know if either of you have those.
I have a Paragon point. That was going to be my other
Do
question.
you really?
Yes, I do.
Okay, well, you can't do it this turn because you've already used an action. But if you spend one of these and one of these, then you can cheat. A Paragon point allows you to do whatever you'd like. So
Oh, I should have used
within
that for the eye
reason.
socket.
You could have. Yes.
You to pull out his eye sockets.
Oh no!
They look so empty. I
Rats.
needed to fill them with roots.
It's our built-in cheat code, but it's within the lore master's discretion. So
All right. Okay, so future reference. I have that. It's like a cool
Mhm.
cheat code.
cheat code,
Mhm.
Kunami code, or whatever, however you say it.
So I got a 5 against your 1.
Okay, you totally hurt him, and you kill him. He dies.
Nice.
Woo!
Suck the blood out of him, and they're all dead. Okay. At the end of battle, I need you all to roll a endurance roll to see how exhausted, how fatigued you are.
Endurance.
Endurance. It should be under vigor. Did you say 9?
No.
Oh.
I rolled a 5 plus 1, so 6
okay.
total.
Okay, you're fine.
No.
You're not fatigued.
You're fine.
5.
I got a fell mark,
You're fine. Increase that.
which is 7 total.
Beautiful. Did you say 5 as well, Usagi?
Yes.
Okay, you're okay. You're not fatigued. And Valen.
I also got a 5.
Okay, you're not fatigued either. If you had been fatigued, you would have a -1 precision in the next battle if you didn't rest. So 1 rank of fatigue is what would have happened. But none of you do. Last but not least, let's roll for treasure. So let's start with Usagi because you have 1 luck automatically. Roll a d6, straight d6.
Okay. 4.
Okay. You have the warded boots. So in your character sheet, under inventory, simply write or type in under inventory warded boots. These are boots that once you do get armor, you can imprint their effect onto your new boots if you'd like. And because you have 2 luck on the side of that, you also find something called stifling soles. They look like fancy silky socks. You're not sure what they do, so go ahead and type stifling soles as well. Stifling soles. I can say words.
Stifling?
Yeah. And then you can put a question mark next to it. When you rest, you can inspect that. And know what it
Stifling?
does.
What was that? Stifling souls?
Yeah, SOLES, like the sole of your shoe or foot.
Okay.
John, let's have you roll next.
I got a 4.
Okay. You find a treasure key. You don't know what that does, so put a question mark next to it in your inventory. And because you have 2 luck, you find a fire spark ruby.
Ooh.
During your rest, you can inspect up to 1 plus your total wit attribute and find out what these do. Depressomancy. Let's have you go next.
All right.
Thanks everybody for watching. We sure love you all.
I rolled a 5.
Okay. You find a book called a mastery manual. You're not sure what it does, but you can probably assume. And you find you find a skeleton key.
Skeleton key. Ooh.
Throw a question mark next to that. And Baby Blue. What will Echo find? Roll a d6.
I rolled a 3.
Okay. You find a scabbard.
Ooh.
Question mark. Not sure what that is. And you also find the warded boots as well.
Give me your shoes. Give me them.
So many boots, so many socks and keys. What is this?
I know. I love how it's the bat and the rabbit that got these boots.
I just like wearing shoes.
Boots. Okay, and last but not least, under your character sheet, well, don't type this in yet because we need to determine what you how many you actually get. You get 11 lore points, which are equivalent of experience points. I do. So you get 11 lore points. You guys, let's see. So Krathor and Echo, you're level 4, right?
Mhm.
So you need to get 5 lore points for an ascension crystal. So you would have in here 2 ascension crystals and 1 lore point. For Usagi and Valen, you guys are level 1. In order to get to level 2, you have to have 2 lore points per ascension crystal. And you just got 11. So you can level up 5 times because you have 5 ascension crystals and 1 lore point.
I messed it up. How do I back up?
Control Z on your keyboard if you type something weird.
I did.
Are we able to do that like at a later time? Just because
Yes,
so I can...
we're not doing that tonight. Don't you worry.
Okay.
Okay, so I'll throw 5 in here and 1 right here. Valen, you have the same if you haven't typed it in yet.
Yep, I got it.
Okay. And I would suggest before we continue on that you rest so you can heal, and we'll do that offline another time and level up as well. If you guys are okay with that.
That sounds good to me.
Yeah,
Okay.
I wanted to.
Awesome. Let's call it a night then, if that's all right. Thank you guys so much for joining. I had a blast. It was so much fun.
Thank you for DMing.
Happy to do
Yeah.
so. Happy to do
This
so.
is a lot of fun. I like how easy it is, but yeah, it's still complicated enough to make it fun. Essentially, I don't know if
Thank
that
you.
makes sense, but
It does.
it's a lot easier to understand, and you can pick it up really quick.
Mhm.
I agree, and it's open for creativity.
Absolutely. And as you guys level, you can honestly make it as hard or as easy as you want.
Nice.
It kind of just depends. So, okay, let's call it a night. I'm going to play the outro now. I'm going to turn it down a little bit because it kind of gets loud. So, warning, loudness. Thanks, everybody. Have a great night.